people get involved in your campaign. They say, you know what, I love this woman. I love what she's doing. She's fighting for us. This is John Villarreal reporting for Conservative New Media.
JDV is here. He's from Conservative New Media.
Oh, yeah.
You can join us as well. 551-3483, 866-770-5556 on the web, KFIV 1360.com, and at conservativenewmedia.com, or just look them up on YouTube. You've got a couple of new videos out.
Oh, my God.
And I brought you in here primarily for your Bell, California one, because you got this. One of the things I like about your videos, they're basically you just sitting there in a T-shirt.
Yeah. Or not.
Showing up. Yeah, or not. Yeah. I'm not going down that route.
Okay.
We had that discussion earlier about in the chat room if you guys wanted to take your shirt off or not. But it's just you giving your opinion, which is essentially what we do.
Right.
Here. We give our opinion.
That's right.
And I don't think, and it was hard this morning because I was watching your Bell, California one this morning. Yeah. The wife and the kid are sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to be quiet as I am vehemently going, what are you smoking, John? But anyway, we'll get into that in a little bit. But then we've got this Michelle Obama stuff.
Oh, my goodness. That's heating up.
That is just, okay.
Yeah.
I keep getting told, White House keeps saying, she's spending her own money. She's spending her own money. She's spending her own money. So why are we all uptight about this?
Well, because, like, okay, let's assume that she's spending her own money, but I heard that she's not. I heard that there's basically a little quick 10-minute visit with the king and the queen, so the whole thing gets written off. But even if we assume that she's spending her own money, what about using Air Force 2 and all the carbon emissions and all the money for that? What about the 40-some-odd, all the number of Secret Service people? I heard it's up to 70 Secret Service agents that have to go with her. And, hey, I mean, aren't we having a recession here in America? Why can't she spend the hard-earned money here and employ some people at some local hotels and restaurants? Come to California, man. It's beautiful out here.
Go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas. That would have been great after everything that Vegas went through with Obama.
Yeah.
Go to Vegas and throw some money around there.
Perfect idea. You know that these guys have been on vacation, I heard 4 times in July, and they're going to go to Martha's Vineyard. And I heard she had special fancy clothes and stuff made for her in London. I mean, these people were eating Kobe beef.
A coat.
Yeah,
a fancy coat. In fact, the London, I think it was the Times Online this morning, had an article, an interview with the person that got the call to make the coat.
I mean,
they got a call from the White House.
Dude, this is like Leona Helmsley in the White House. This is like Marie Antoinette, let them eat cake. I mean, Rome, i.e. the United States, is burning. People are out of work. Some people are even starving, and she's over there partying up with 40 of her friends and having a good old time while we're in dire straits. Remember the BP, you're talking about London. Remember the BP CEO, Tony Hayward? And he
wanted his life back.
He wanted his life back. Well, the guy was a jerk, and he's sitting there on his yacht, and the whole media went crazy. But here we have Obama, who said he was on the case from day one, right? On the BBC. I mean, last I checked, we still have some problems in the Gulf, and here's Michelle Obama. She's never around. They're partying the whole time. I think it's disgusting, and people are sick of the aristocracy.
551-3483-86.
Yeah, this seems crazy. I thought it was 2,500. I'd say it's up to 6,500.
Right. Now,
from
they're telling me that she's paying this herself. That's what I'm reading. She's reading this. She's paying that herself.
I'm hearing different things. I mean, I've heard that, but then like this one's like.
Well, let's say it's even true. I mean, how many nights have they been there? They're going to be there. What is it? 8 nights?
Yeah.
Times 8. That's $50,000. How much money does she make as first lady?
Dude, seriously, there's like
he only makes,
no, you don't make any. He makes 400.
Right, as president.
Right,
before taxes.
Right.
He's blowing $50,000 just on a hotel for vacation.
What about the Martha's Vineyard one? I mean, they're going to go to that, and then this is 60 rooms at $333 to $6,500 a night. There's no way.
People's getting a $300 room. What is that? What is that?
That's like the closet. That's like the janitor.
But how do you? You're part of the entourage.
Yeah.
Here's your big $6,200 room.
Yeah.
Here's your $300 room.
I know that's seriously.
Yeah, I know where I stand.
This is crazy, dude. I mean, this is just. I mean, look, I don't. The thing of it is it's like it's the taxpayer money. People are like, oh, Clinton shouldn't spend that much money. Hey, it's their money. I have no problem with that. That's your daughter. It's not. You'll go crazy, you know. And they did it in New York, you know, where and they hired people there. But she's going over to Spain and stuff like that. You know, why can't you? If I thought you were. I mean, that's the thing. Like, when is this supposed to be about public service? Why don't you go to like Africa or go to the Gulf or go to Vegas? It's a great idea. Come out here to California. This is just freaking craziness. And they keep taking vacations. When Bush took a vacation, they flipped out on that guy.
Yes, they did. We're back on this Michelle Obama thing. We were running the numbers there in the break.
Right.
$6,200. Some of their hotel rooms are $6,200 a night. right? If the numbers right. So I ran the numbers. I think they were staying 8 nights, if I remember. It might be 5. Close to $50,000 for the hotel rooms for the Obamas, the 2 Obamas, Michelle and her daughter.
Right.
For this week in Spain.
And all their buddies. I mean, this is like the super entourage.
I didn't get that. And even if they're paying for it themselves, 50 grand. How much is Michelle making as First Lady?
Nothing.
How much is the president making as president?
400.
And she's blowing off $40,000, $50,000 on a hotel room for the vacation.
And
in one fell swoop.
And you talked about the coat. You need to tell listeners about that. But I mean, go ahead, Tom. Drop that in there.
The White House, of course, the London Times today had an article about the fact that the White House called a fashion designer in London. Hi, it's the White House calling. We'd like for you to make one of your special coats that, while the article doesn't say how much the coat cost, it is clear that these are thousands of dollars coats.
Easy.
They're individually made.
It's like a Vera Wang dress or something. Something crazy.
Anyway, they had a great article of that. At the same time, they also had an article about the fact that the U.S. taxpayers are not real happy about this Spanish trip. And the 2 articles were just right next to each other there in the Times.
Well, here's the thing before you roll into that, because we need to really get into it because the listeners are going to want to know all about that. But let's just paint a big, broad picture about this whole situation. We've got Michelle Obama spending like a drunken sailor, out of control, in my personal opinion. And remember when she went over there, the Russian trip, right? And that was the royalty and the majesty and the Vanity Fair thing and all that. And she had an $8,000 clutch because she needed to match up with Putin's wife. And then they're like, oh, no, it wasn't $8,000. Yeah, it was. It's just a little mini purse.
Oh, I'm thinking like on a Volvo or something.
No, dude, it's like a little mini purse thing. Like, you can't even use it, but it's just $8,000, right? I mean, it's that kind of thing. And then you also have Charlie Rangel and Maxine Waters that are in trouble related to money, and Rangel's allegedly not paying his taxes. And you have Nancy Pelosi, who's flying around in private jets, who wants her own big, like, Air Force One type of jet because she doesn't want to do any stops. And remember, she has her family allegedly taking these G5 jets out there from the Pentagon because she just has to. These people are out of touch. They're spending our money like it's no tomorrow. They don't care. I'm saying people are fed up with it, and believe me, they're going to be heard in November.
That is where we start. 551-3043, 866-770-5556.
But dude, I mean seriously, now you got to tell me, where do you come down on this Michelle Obama thing? Because I'm about to go off, and I think people are pissed off about it. But I mean, like, what's your take?
Here's my concern. Now, I'm a little more pragmatic about presidential trips. Fine. I mean, presidents have been doing this for certainly since Roosevelt, if not before.
No one's saying anything. If he's going over to meet with someone, do a treaty, some work, some business for us, no problem.
Here's where I come down, and here's where I have the problem with this.
Okay.
And that is, I'm a firm believer that politics is about presentation.
Yeah.
And I just cannot believe that someone, I'm told left and right, that Barack Hussein Obama, is a consummate politician.
Right.
I'm told that.
A man of the people.
Worse than that he knows how to be a politician. He knows how to get what he wants as a politician. Okay, how does a politician stand up and say to the world, to the entire country, you know, we got to tighten our belts, things are tough.
Right.
And then go off and send his wife on something without him.
Yeah,
something
what's up with that?
Whole thing stinks. I don't know what it is.
He was having his own birthday party by himself in Chicago.
I don't begrudge him that at all. I'd do the same thing. But in all honesty, what do I want to do on my birthday? I want to be left alone. I really do.
Yeah.
Last year, it was a Sunday. The Broncos. It was opening Sunday of the NFL last year.
That's
cool. You know what I wanted on my birthday?
Tell me.
Go away and leave me alone. Everybody, go away and leave me alone.
Wow.
Because the Broncos were losing until the last play, and then turn around at any particular rate. I don't have a problem with that. Where I got a problem is Michelle. The message that's being sent here is, to the rest of America, is, even if they're spending their own money, the message is, I don't care how bad things are for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off and do what I want to do.
Right.
The same message, the same exact message is being sent to the 18th Congressional District by the Danubian slime devil, Dennis Carter Pelosi, who in the middle, the hardest hit district in the entire country, says, isn't it great that I have the money and the financial means to do what I want to do now, go out and buy racehorses with my wife's money while I'm living in Maryland and barely representing the 18th District. It's the same message, and it's an elitist message, and
doesn't he understand that people are losing their homes?
I don't get how politicians don't get that.
Just the optics. Just the optics. Just the tin ear.
At least don't take the press with you so they don't know what... I mean, come on, these people are smarter than that. They are sending a message on purpose, and the message is, Screw you.
Screw you.
That's my
we earn it. We don't care. We deserve it. It's an aristocracy. It really is. Do we have time?
No, we don't have time.
Okay.
Nice try. We'll get you wound up. We'll get the...
It's like, I'm like a rock and sock robot.
Webcam. He's in here flexing again. Don't take your shirt off yet.
Not yet.
We'll wait until we get 100 people. We get 100 people in the chat room. He'll take a shirt off.
Done.
Outside. All right. Meantime, it's 1/2 Here's Kai with sports.
I love it. I know. I woke up and I looked at because I was up super late doing a bunch of videos, and I looked at the thing and they're like, "Oh, we're talking about you," and then Erica and Jeff are going back about the shirt. I love it. That's great. Erica's funny.
Yeah, she's all right. I really like her.